Kilaya Sarvandengane Vahombe Om Beza 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 Kilaya Sarvandengane Vahombe. Which page we are? 22, right? 21 or 22?
21. So.
21?
Of the primordial wisdom being.
Oh. So that's the invitation. We're going to invite Yakalaya be with us. We're going to invite wisdom Yakalaya beings, waking up our Samaya Yakalaya. So the way already I shared the morning teaching up to here, I think it's invitation, right?
Yes, yes.
So the visualization, so is we visualize the generation stage. Then visualize Yakalaya in with us, same time. So we inviting wisdom beings. So the inviting home from unborn, completely pure nature of Dharma Dharma is inviting from the Dharma Dharma, true nature. So that's a Dharma Dharma is a relative truth, the Dharma Dharma, and absolute truth, the Dharma Dharma. Usually kind of two different recognized. Relative truth, the Dharma Dharma means like where the Buddhas abide purely. So that is like relatively we think the enlightened beings be somewhere in the pure line. So usually we say, oh, the relatively Chinreze is be in the Potala. Pema Sambhava is in the Samdopara is red, what is red palace, something. Then Buddha Amitabha is in Devachin, Sukhavate. So that is the also relatively Dharma Dharma, where their Buddhas be. Absolute Dharma Dharma is true nature mind, from unborn, complete pure nature of Dharma Dharma. This is absolute truth, the Dharma Dharma, where the Buddhas arising from. So the Buddha is true nature arising, is form body, visualizing, yadam deity. Arising from the nature, showing the miracle of a birth as blessing body. Then arising the form body. The form body is Dorje Yona is the Vajakalaya name, together with your entire example or the retinues. From the Dharma that they come here to this place. So I just share with you the relatively inviting Vajakalaya from the Pure Line to here with us. And truly nature, our nature is arising, our form, body is Vajakalaya. Then to accomplish existence as Vajakalaya and to bestow empowerment and the spiritual attainment without exception. So we receiving, empowerment. So we're going to accomplishment practice Vajakalaya. Then with wrath for wisdom came with your entourage having come here. So we inviting Vajakalaya come here. Two different ways come here. So we already, I told you, relatively come here or absolutely come here. Absolutely your nature is arising, your form body is Vajakalaya. Ourself is Vajakalaya. Then visualize ourselves is Vajakalaya. Then we inviting 5 Buddha, 5 female Buddhas receiving, blessing, wisdom beings dissolved to ourself. So it's called wisdom being, samaya being is inseparable. To bestow the spiritual attainment of Kilaya. Then, what do you want to do?
Debbie wrote me and said they were having trouble with the microphone.
Oh.
It's okay now.
Okay, good. Okay.
Their problem or her problem, make sure. Everything is perfect.
It's been clear on my end. No problems.
Okay. So, bestow spiritual attainment of Kilaya, wrath for wisdom can come towards know with your entire example. Cha Hong, Pa Hong is become wisdom being, samaya being is inseparable. Cha Hong, Pa Ho. Benza samaya cha, samaya tita ling, be in the offering seat. So in this invitation, inviting Vajakalaya, also another, sadhanas invitation. They have 2 different levels. That's why sometimes like people get confused because sometimes low like the deities come from Pure Line to here. Sometimes the lows like deity is like Dharma Dharma arising. We don't know where it comes from. So sometimes like talk about the 7th generation. Lows like we are Vajakalaya. Sometimes like we recognize, Vajakalaya is we visualize in front of us enlightened being. So it's it's get confused because due to this relative truth and absolute truth. So it's dependent up to individual level ourselves, and we can visualize relatively. We are just ordinary here, and we ask Vajakalaya, please come here. We inviting, and through like our body, speech, mind, on ahong syllable like that is saying invitation to Vajakalaya, inviting with us in front of us. And then another is Dharma Dharma is like truly Buddhas not come from somewhere else. True Buddha, we have recognized our own nature is arising the Buddhas. So our absolute nature or our Buddha nature is arising the Vajakalaya form. So then we inviting 5 Buddhas and get blessing is empowerment from the 5 Buddhas. So that's a course kind of a self-generation stage. And then when we practice this sadhana, also follow the 2 different generation stages, called front of a generation stage, self-generation stage. So that too also, because the prayer is mixed together. They really don't have a separate right now in this case, self-generation and front of generation. So you can visualize Vajra in front of us, or you can visualize yourself is Vajra. So the 2 different generations together. And then also mix with the completion stage together too. So talk about the nature, self-arising, means like go into our true nature is a Mahamudra completion stage. So 3 in the one section, this prayer goes together, is we get confused. But if long as you know the 3 of inseparable, we have to practice truly. So the love to our own nature, no any thoughts, no conceptual, then that is source of enlightened beings. That arise the Yadam deity. Then we visualize ourselves as Buddha, and we also inviting wisdom beings dissolve to us. You get more confident. Ourselves is Buddha. So it's a lot of information. It's short prayer. Just point is invitation. When we chant this one, then we, usually the melody and the symbols, and Shara Master used the incense and go on the wrong, So chant melody is like kind of like fear strong blessing, or this enlightening is beings be with us. So that kind of, when we do the Drupchen practice gathering with many monks together, it's more powerful. So very strong connections when chant this section. Then we're offering to become seat to Samayatita, means please sit down, offering seat. Next, then after the Buddhas be with us, sit down, we offering. So offering also just followed by dependent levels. Auto level offering, relatively inner level offerings. Here is followed by inner level offering, and also post-station. So when we request the enlightened being sit in front of us, then we do the post-station. Usually when we gathering in the monastery, the Shara Master go in the front of everyone that do the Shara Master do the post-station representing everyone. So the point is we have to mentally post-station when we chant this section, home to liberate the negative of 3 realms of existence, and to vanquish clinging to pride, to Dorje symbol and entire assembly, with the single-pointed devotion are both done at the port at the Tahoe. So this post-station is introduced to actually our own negative emotion, specifically introduced to our ego, pride. Then next is the outer, inner, and the sacred offerings. Home, the arrangement of outer, inner, and the sacred co-merging enjoyments. Many countless offerings, both actual and mind emanated. are offered the spontaneously self-emanated deity in the non-duality, which is without acceptance or rejection. Please partake of this. That offering is focused for more inner level, I think, offerings, but actually also outer level offerings too. So the offering part we talked this morning, we offering to the enlightened beings. So when we recourse to the enlightened being in the non-duality, which is without accepting or rejection, please partake of this. Then Agam Patem Pipe Shabda Pratisaya Soha is outer level. Okay, we got the next one. Is home, the great medicine, prepared with 8 roots and 1,000 branches. The supremely sacred Rakta delusion in the sphere of space is offered together with the great Dharma essence of supreme substance. So that is Amrita medicine and the Rakta and Dharma. So these 3 offerings, I talked a lot about this morning, these 3. They always come slightly different informations ways, explain these 3. Not always the same. This morning, here in the letter, slightly different informations. The point is just always the same. The great medicine paired with 8 root and 1,000 branches. So all the medicine, think about every medicine is offering. The point is this essence is bodhicitta. Medicine means bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is medicine for our emotions. Then the supremely sacred Rakta delusion, the sphere of space, that is wisdom. Wisdom is antidote to our delusion. So Rakta is wisdom. Method wisdom is offering. It's offered together with the great Dharma essence of supreme substance. So then Dharma is actually all nutrition food. Here in this case, mentioned about the essence of supreme substance. Then that offering to enlightened being, Mahapinsa, Amrita, Rakta, Balinta Kai. Mahapinsa is medicine, Amrita is Rakta. So second one is representative wisdom. Then Rakta Balinta is Dharma, Kakakai offering. Then next is this, 3 of this is representative 3 poisons. So this morning I share, teaching talk about this Vajrayana practice, Yedam deity, this emotion is taken into the path. So not get rid of emotions. Same as, we recycling the garbage. So using this emotion is a causes of wisdom, creating, source of the enlightening qualities. This level is very profound, but very hard to be practiced for us, for beginners, truly. As long as you know how to use this emotion as a source of the enlightening quality, then we are very close to the Buddhahood, enlightenment. The enlightening source is always with us. You don't have to look into enlightening source is somewhere else. But we don't use enlightening sources, causes of enlightenment. We use enlightening sources, causes of samsara, because due to our ignorance, no recognizing, no used to, also samsaric habitude is so strong, we easily go, that direction is samsara, create causes of samsara, using this, enlightening quality is, the causes of enlightening quality is used for causes of samsara is very easy. Someone who has Vajrayana, like practice level, is good reach of the level, high level, then they can use this emotion as a cause of enlightenment. So the whole ignorance, the nature of flesh, first like the mountains. The flesh is representative ignorance. The point is, right now, this our body, flesh, our bone, our blood is representative three poisons. So this three poison is not get rid of. Three poison is offering to these enlightened beings. Create the, wisdoms. So that's why we offering ignorance. The nature of flesh, pure like a mountain. Desire, a wave towards ocean of blood. Together with anger, a heap of bones. Is offered to Dorje Simbo and his entire assembly. So, now look, this offering, this bone, flesh, blood is a beginner level practitioner. This cannot be offering. This is really dirty or object, negative object. But in this Yakalaya practice is for beginners practice. It's more for practitioners, kind of like create a non-dualistic view. We habituate that. Then using this, bone, flesh, and our blood is offering, representative our ignorance, anger, attachment. So this three poison is transforming offerings. That's why sometimes, when the Vajra they practice, usually this, especially Vajra this kind of practice is really does in the remote area. It's not really public space. And then they bring these bones and, blood and flesh. So put in the altar, the practitioners use this. It's called the object of symbolize object to use that. They know we practice it generally in the, public place. We don't use that object because no suit for everyone. So we have to take care other, beginners, minds, perceptions too. We cannot use that. But the point is, essence is not only the object you offering put there. The point essence is like we get rid of or the anger, ignorance, attachment is offering. Use that to offering to the enlightened beings. Then the basic teaching offering means ultra level offerings because it must be clean, good, is pure, something suitable for everyone. So in this case, it's more higher level where it's like you have a no draw view, so not really have some that much distinctions, pure and impure. It's kind of become more, you bring equanimity recognize. So then using this emotion is offerings. Then Vajra practitioners high realizes, then also can liberating other beings, liberating the meditate, visualize, then the liberating others, like beings, like visualize this ignorance and anger and attachment is destroy, or we say like subduing. So that's why Yakalaya is a powerful practice for reduce negative conditions, subduing negative conditions. In samsara, due to ignorance, desire, and anger, so then create all these negative source and conditions, especially who has some very strong negative karma, who has created strong negative karma, that person can create more negative, strong, affected for many beings. Same as a spiritual beings, spiritual being who has more accumulation merit, is more very high practicing, create a very strong practitioner, then they can benefit many other beings. Same is like, some who create negative karma, is very strong negative karma, that person can affect many other beings. So generally, someone who don't have that much negativity, that person cannot create that much affected negative karma for others. So then same, like positively, someone don't have that much accumulation merit, that person not that much can benefit for others too. So it could be they can liberate themselves, but they cannot really much benefit for others. Some who has accumulation very strong, create accumulation merit, even they not liberate themselves, but when they are alive in the samsara, they can benefit many other beings. Someone don't have that much accumulation merit, they can liberate themselves, but even liberate, but not much benefit. So in the samsara, then negative person who has negative, more negative strong, then that's called Mara. We usually call Mara beings. That can affect many beings. So that's we recognize, And due to right now in the war, it's just many people think one person so created the war. So that means like that person has a very strong negativity, create negative karma. They create a negative accumulation, very strong aspiration, negativity. So that's why it can affect many beings, create suffering. So that's why it's this section, high level meditators, the thing about this, negative beings, and then the offering, using this negative karma, is offering to the Vajra, subduing that kind of negative beings. Then next is the press to Vajra. Press to Vajra is the talk about Vajra's quality. So quality is this, press is antidote to our jealousy. Long as we have a jealousy, we don't want to press to our, hatred people. We don't want to know the qualities. We don't want to hear the, our hatred, the jealousy object, person have quality. We don't want to hear that quality. So the press is purify our jealousy, karma. Press to the Yadam deity. King of Wrath, glorious great Dorje Yun is Vajra Kilaya. And then Kolo Jendama is Yom. The 10 wrath for one manifests from the presence of wisdom and the method. So the Vajra Kilaya has 10 the wrath for red moons. This wrath for deities is a source is a wisdom and the method. The Vajra Kilaya wisdom and the Vajra Kilaya method arise this 10 wrath for deities. The 10 wrath for mother arise from the natural sphere. Then another 10 female wrath force. Mothers arise from nature sphere means mother means like it's wisdom, it's nature sphere means arising from dharma dharta, true nature. So this is called the absolute truth mother actually. Absolute truth mother is the source of the Buddhas. So where this Buddhas arising from? Because arising from true nature, dharma dharta. And that's why this 10 wrath for mother arising from dharma dharta, Buddha nature. Then the house of a protector manifestation charged with Buddha activities. They have another house of protectors. So this is the Vajra Kilayas arising from Vajra Kilayas activity. Then this next order is mentioned about many Vajra Kilayas retinue. This all retinue is arising from Vajra Kilayas activity. The house of a protector emanation charged with Buddha activity. The sasu with fangs and the tiger heads and others. The 4 female doorkeeper guarding the 4 directions of the mandala. The 12 Kilaya gardens engage in the action of liberating. Secha, Tong, Gercheva, and others to the Vajra Kilaya protector of the commitment and the example of outbound protectors. To your entire example and retinue are posted and reindeer press. The time for fulfilling your loving commitment has come. Innate and accomplish your wrath for consent or consent activity. Then that is the praise to Vajra Kilaya. The next is the performed recitation, is mantra recitation. Home, great glorious Dorje with your entourage of sons. Kolo gender is a female yom. Entertain your wrathful dance from the great expense. The sound of emptiness, the melody, harmony, murmuring of the mantra reverberating like thunder. Enter the sphere of your commitment is accomplished, I shall engage is practice. So that's the mantra galing. The song is empty, emptiness is song is no other than emptiness. So the point is that is the mantra galing. Then there's a small letter. So it's from the root syllable and the mantra. It's a home syllable, it's I think root syllable. The mantra chant in your heart. Like this, emanate to 10 directions to call upon the foremost of the deity of the three roots. So Om Yakalaya Sawabenganipa homepage is the root mantra. Then this mantra is like that is to promote promise of the deities of the three roots, the blessing of their body, speech, and mind in the form of a white Om, red and blue Om, descend like rains are dissolved without destruction into your three places. Its three places: the forehead, throat, and the heart. Through heart, believe that all the power of the blessing of the compassion of all the victorious ones, and the body, house of Vajra, deity, large and small, descend like snowflakes, dissolving into you. So we can visualize the Vajra. Big is the same as mountains, small is the same as the pea. So it's dissolving to our body. The deity within your body and the male and the female deity in your channel and place are like on open pad of some sesame seeds. From all the deity in the mandala, here the song of mantra vibrate like the sounds of a disturbed beehive. Okay, so that's the mantra, darling. Now we go to the practice together. Go to page 21. First we chant English. Home, from the unborn, complete pure nature of Dharma Dharma, showing the miracle of birth as a blessing body. Dorje join together with your entire examples. From the Dharma Dharma come here to this place to accomplish existing as Yakalaya and to bestow empowerment and spiritual attainment without exception. Wrath for wisdom came with your courage having come here to display the auspicious signs and symbols and to bestow the spiritual attainment of Kilaya. Wrath for wisdom came come for. So now we go back to Tibetan with the drum together. Oi jeme ngang ne ji je yin ye le je ve zhong zhuo ba re ge dong ai dor je yong gor dai je ba yan ji je yin ye ne de xie se Sor se bai dor je purva zheba dai wang dai nge zhe ma li sor se yi xie zhuo jiang gor jie xian ne jiang da dai se ma zhang bo de ma dai ge la ya yan ne zhou zhou ren se yi xie zhuo jiang gor jie xian se sor zhang hong guan samaya za samaya di ma lu in mission home to liberate the negativity of the three realms of existence and to one case cling up to pride. To Dorje symbol and the entire example. With a single pointed devotion I bore down. Ate poho tate saho. Tibet together. Oi se song do Vajra, ai nga jara shin ba yong be, se dor je sin bo so je, lai se je ge be san se, lo a de o zhang je. The arrangement of altar inner sacred image enjoyment. Many countless offerings brought to acute and mind emanated are offered to spontaneously self-eminent deity. In the non-duality, which is without acceptance or rejection, please partake of this. Om Benza Argam Pating Pipe Dipe Aloke Gende Nevete Shabda Tratisa Soha. Home, the great medicine, prepared with a root and 1,000 branches. The symbol is sacred Rakta, delusion in the sphere of space. Is offered together with the great Horma, essence of supreme abstinence. Mahabinsa, Amarta, Rakta, Malinta, Kahe. Home, ignorance, the nature of flesh, pure like a mountain. Desire, web, toss, ocean of blood. Together with anger, a heap of bones. Is offered to Dorje symbol and his entire assembly. Om Ah Home. Now we go back to Tibetan, page 23. Oi le je 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 sa mai sang go le je bai na mang le je ye je bai ran zong zhe be la la je ba o ye me lan de me ba ye se so benza argam padeng tibe tibe alogen gen de tebe de shada tadi sa so ha ho sa je ye na song jar me je ai dio mong ga ye sa ve ra da oi je je de jo no har je de bo ma benza amra ra da pa ling da ai oi de moi sha ye ran je da ye de jai ta ge jiang zo ba oi je dan de be tong bo je ba nan dor je sin bo go da ye la Om, King of Wrath, glorious great Lord Jejon, also collagen of perfectly pure Dharmakaya. The 10 wrathful ones manifest from the presence of wisdom and method. The 10 wrathful mothers arise from the natural sphere. The house of protector emanations charged with Buddha activity. The Sasu with the fangs and the tiger heads and others. The 4 female gatekeepers guarding the 4 directions of the mandala. The 12 Kilaya guardians engage in the action of liberating. Sejong, Dong, Jeva, and others. to the Yakalaya protectors of commitment and the example of the bond practitioner. To your entire example and retinue are posted and rendered prayers. The time for fulfilling your loving commitment has come. Enact and accomplish your art for constant activity. So now go back to Tibetan. 24 bottom. Oi barje dorje yano arje nanda golo je yon da je gele chube ro joy ra je ye le charle chomo joy ba le la na be ta da soy sa soy je wa na ge go ye je goro so je jo we go ma ye so be le ze por so jo ni ai se ja dong ge je we la so de per be so ma sha ye tam ji song for thine jela sanzara toba je ji je do na de la ai ngai jo ra be je le je ma zu Great glorious Lord Jejon, with your entourage of sons, follow them, acting your art for dance from the great expanse. The sounds of emptiness, the melodies murdering of the mantra, vibrating like thunder. Another sphere of your commitment is accomplished. I shall engage in practice. Oi barje dorje yonde semborje oi jende longne rogase radon narje zavyan rogaito oda yene majo bardo do. Next is English only. From the root syllable and the mantra chant in your heart, let rest emanate to the 10 directions to call upon the promos of deity of the three roots. The blessing of their body, speech, and mind in the form of white home, red heart, and blue home. Descend like rain to dissolve without distraction into your triplets, head through heart. Believe that all the power of the blessing of the compassion of all the virtues and the boundless force of Yakalaya deity, large and small, descend like slow flake dissolving into you. The deity within your body and the man and the female deity in your channels and the place are like open pot of sesame seed. From all the deity in the mandala, heard the songs of the mantra, vibrate like the songs of disturbing behave. Om Benzai Kilaya Sarvam Bengani Bahom Be. 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 Om Benza Kilaya Sarvam Bengane 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 Bahom Be. I have to get my charger. The computer is going to dissolve. Om Benza Kilaya Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. 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 Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Om Benza Kilaya 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 Sarvam Bengane Om Benza Kilaya Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Om Benza Kilaya Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Om Benza Kilaya Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Om Benza Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Om Benza Kilaya Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Om Benza Kilaya Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Om Benza Kilaya Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Om Benza Kilaya Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be. Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba. Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba. Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba. Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba. Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Sarva Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Sarva Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa 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 Megani Ba, Sarva Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba. Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala 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 Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba. Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba. Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, 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 Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya 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 Sawa Megani Ba, Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Megani Ba. Cool guys. Om Bezagala Kilaya Sawa Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya 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 Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya 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 Sawa Megani Ba, Sawa Megani Ba, Om Bezagala Kilaya 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 Sawa Megani Ba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, 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 Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Swami Ganiba, Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Kalaya Ganiba, Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, 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 Om Kalaya Swami No Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, 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 Om Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, 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 Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, 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 Om Kalaya Swami Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba. Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Kalaya Swami Ganiba, Om Sarva Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum 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 Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum 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 Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum 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 Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Om Bezagalagalaya Savam Mengani Bahum Beum Bezagalagalaya Sarva Mengani Bahum Om 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 Zakala Kilaya Sarvam Bengani Bahom Thus, this is the root mantra recitation. Then from the mantra chant like grace and the descent mantra chant emanates. From the mouth of the Yak Father, it enters the world of the Mother's concert. Countless dakas and darkness and the concert for charas are awakened by the sounds of the mantra. From the sacred place of the concert is the mantra chant. Enter the Vajra of the Yak Father. Throughout your channels and the blessed deity, proclaim the sounds of the mantra. The mantra chant that dissolve into your heart. Recite accomplishing mantra, which is joined together with activity engagement. Om Benzai Kilaya Hong Baho Katang Kayen Zayen Benzai Anzete Aparanzete Marasana Tamartai Sarvam Bengane Bahom Be Om Benzai Kilaya Hong Baho Katang Kayen Zayen Benzai Anzete aparanzete marasana tavardane sarvam bengane bang hombe om benza kele kelaya za homba kadam kaye zaye benzaye anzete aparanzete marasan tamartaye sarvam bengane ba hombe Om benza kele kelaya za homba ho Kadam gayen zayen benzayen anzete aparanzete marasen tamartaneye sarvam bengane bahombe Om benza kele kelaya za homba Kadam gayen zayen benzayen anzete aparanzete marasen tamartaye sarvam bengane bahombe Next page, the offering and the praise to the perpetratrix. May the great and the glorious Yakalaya and to his example of a deity come here. Outer inner secret offerings are made. Praise is related to your body, speech, mind, noble quality, and the constant activities. I confess all transgressions, mistakes, distractions, and broken vows caused by carelessness. Through your loving kindness and compassion, bestow your spiritual attainment. Tibetan. Parje purve la soje, senai sanve chupando, kusong tu yon chenme tu, pamin gan chur nyam ja sha, tu ji zer gong zho so. The example of a deity of all embracing kindness, naturally dissolving into the expanse of high color light. The five lights are luminous still with complete enjoyment. The vessel and the intense dissolve into expanse of Dharma Kaya. Tuje kinja la so na, ra ye ong long de te. Onga long ju zo sa rwa, no shu lu ge long de. We meditate here. Solution. by the body, speech, and mind of myself and others. Whatever the true accumulation has been immersed in the three tongues, I dedicate to the perfect transformation, the great purity. May the result of the indivisible nature, the absolute Da yin le nga yu zong je du zong zo ni shi za ba jur zo yang da yi chen bo ngo wo ni me zhe do yo. Oh, may there be the good fortune of originally pure, spontaneously vast Dharmakaya. May there be the good fortune to remain in the self-originating elimination Sambhona Kaya. Oh, may there be the good fortune of Eros Nirmana Kaya manifestation to tempt sentient beings. To remain in the skillful means of the compassion of loving kindness. So now we can dump together. Oi chiga gaba linja chashi ai longa so sarmand so oi chiga aso longa chashi ne shi dangge doje ninje Manga. Kilaya sarvanengane bahumbe. Om Beza 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 Kilaya sarvanengane bahumbe. So today we finish program. Tomorrow we have protector and soul offerings too. So today we just only the practice Yakalaya. We didn't have time to do protector and the soul offerings. Tomorrow we have more practice than today. Okay, so then also I'm going to do transformation tomorrow too. We put everything tomorrow. Do you have any questions? Everyone okay? In the zone?
I have a question. just for everybody's clarification, the mantra garden is going around clockwise, around the home syllable,
Yeah.
right?
Thank you.
Is there a difference? Because I've heard that some with wrathful deity practice, that the mantra garden goes around counterclockwise somehow.
According to sadhana, not always the case.
I said,
Okay, so Zom, everyone okay, yeah?
Not that everyone can see exactly what I'm doing tonight.
Now, Kempo,
Yes.
querido Kempo, you are amazing. Thank you, Kempo.
You're welcome.
I wanted to ask something. Hi. So in the generation stage of the Samaya being, it's mentioned that there are different deities in different parts of the body. But from the text, it's not clear if it's visualized in the consort's body or the body of Vajra Kila.
Vajra Kilaya.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to ask, in the end of the sadhana, where before the second mantra,
Yes.
just a moment, sorry. It's mentioned that from the mouth of Vajrakila to the consort, there is a mantra garland coming out.
Yes.
Wait, I need to find the page. Sorry.
It's page 27.
37?
27.
27. Yes. Thank you. So, it says later, where does it say? The mantra chain emerges from your mouth, entering into the mouth of the in front. I can't find it now, but there was a moment where from the father, from Yab, comes the mantra garland to Yum. And I was not sure, was it the first mantra, the root mantra, or the second one?
It's a root mantra.
Root mantra. Okay, thank you.
Also, this is the second mantra too.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Kempala,
Yes.
may I ask, if we're trying to do the self-generation and the front generation, when we recite the mantra and we do this visualization, are we doing the mantra recitation and visualization as ourselves as Yamantaka, I'm sorry, Vajra Kilaya with the consort? At that point, what's going on with the front generation? Are they doing the same thing, reciting the mantra, or just us?
I think both.
Okay, it is both. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question,
It's
Temple?
in this level, it's good. Is when you chant the mantra, so hearing or song is a mantra, and then thought is a dharmakaya, seeing form is a Vajrakalaya form, then chant mantra. So that's, I think, much better. You visualize this. Very hard to think about. And then clockwise, it's like rotating and offering to enlightened beings. and dissolving back to all these blessings. So that's the easy way to do, better than, this hard to think about front generation, seventh generation mantra galing.
Thank you. Kempala, isn't the mantra going?
The true self generation is you be in the nature and the divine pride, like you recognize, you be into the nature states, then you nature can you visualize yidam in the true arising, nature is arising yidam. So the chant, the mantra, that is the become, kind of like feeling is your Vajra and come from mantras from Vajra.
Tukche, isn't the mantra going anti-clockwise because he's wrathful?
Don't think so. They didn't say anything on clockwise. It's clockwise. It's just lanes also we talked already there.
Thank you.
It's dependent sadhana. It's not only the wrathful. The Vajra also depending, the sadhana, they have two important sections of Vajra practice. So they talk about upper Vajra, lower Vajra. Upper Vajra is create enlightenment. Lower Vajra is subduing negative emotions. So this is a more focus for upper part of upper Vajra, I think. I don't know the English is always correct. Upper and lower.
Kempo, may I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yes, hello. I lost my way. Maybe the last 10 minutes. I completely lost. I lost the page. I could not follow. Everything else I did as best I could. Am I still qualified for the empowerment tomorrow?
We're not doing empowerment tomorrow. We just transmission, sharing, teaching tomorrow. Today, same as today, and tomorrow transmission. So good is first you have to listening, teaching, the practice. Then you receive empowerment. Is more benefit.
Yeah.
Because then you know what you receive empowerment. Sometimes people receive empowerment, no teachings.
Yes.
So then you do no recognizing what you're receiving.
Oh no, I agree with you. That's not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the last section, the last 10 minutes, I wasn't able to follow. I lost my page and everything, lost.
Yeah.
So is it okay?
So just I understand. My answer is also generally. So many people has dropped about, like, I have to receive empowerment first. Then I have to receive teaching and practice. So, not always that way. First receiving teaching, then you practice, then receive empowerment. It's a great way to happen too.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, there's some people that raise their hand for question. Jason, Lisa, and someone else.
Jason, your hand is the same color with your background, so not possible to recognize.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
So many hands again rising. What happened there?
Really fast. We should dedicate enough time to do this sadhana from start to finish, correct? Is it you shouldn't break it into two practices, do it in one?
What means?
So should we when we do sadhana, should we do the complete practice through, or is it okay to break it down in two sections?
So you mean today we did the two sections?
Right.
It's okay.
But you should do one all the way through, one complete practice, or
If you cannot come back, so you have to finish one section.
okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to come back, you can do, then just we can create 2 sections, 3 sections.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Sarimina, right? Sarimina.
Good evening, Kempula.
Good evening. You are in the Indonesia, it's early morning or
Yes,
evening?
it's morning. It's 3 a.m. 3 past 40 a.m.
Wow,
Yeah.
good. Give an example for us.
Yes. Yeah. I'm thinking about that. The first lesson, Rinpoche Kempo said that we can be Vajra Kilaya for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then we can ordinary again. Is it some kind like divine pride? So in daily life, we can rest in our nature of mind and try to arise the Vajra Kilaya.
Yes.
Can
So
we
you
do
just,
that?
yeah, you can meditate, visualize. So be in the, what we shared this morning teaching. Then that moment we are Vajakalaya.
And after we take the empowerment tomorrow, we can do that in our daily life, or like while we are eating or walking or working. So then how about only just visualize? We don't have to think or mantra or anything. Is also can benefit many beings.
Yes.
Oh yes, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all. Thank you so much.
Okay. Susie.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Quick question. So on the root mantra recitation, you were rubbing or passing the purba between your hands. So we don't use a mala, we use the purba while we're chanting the mantra?
Oh, no. So you can use mala, yes.
Okay. Both or
Yeah.
just the mala?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Matter.
Hi, sorry. It's just a quick question, Rinpoche. Are we now allowed to practice the sadhana ourselves, or do we need the lung?
Long I do tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we shouldn't practice it without the lung.
Oh, we're practicing. Yes, you can practice. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So then next Saturday or?
Yes, Rinpoche. Sorry, I just found this what I asked before, so I'm not sure that I understood well, but now I will read it for you. So on the page 27, after the root mantra recitation, it says, "This is the root mantra recitation." Then from the mantra chain, light rays and the second mantra chain emanate. From the mouth of the Yab father, it enters the mouth of the mother consort. So this second mantra chain that comes from the root mantra chain in the heart is the first mantra or the second one in the page?
In this one is the second one.
Is the second then that comes. Thank you, Rinpoche.
Yeah. Om bezakala kalaya tsahong pahong katang kayen zayen benzaye. The mantra anzate aparanzata zate marasanata martane yasavam bengal pahong. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sonia.
Yes, thank you, Rinpoche. I wanted to ask you, in what moment is that we use the purba and how do we use it? Thank you.
Purva is you can hold in the hand, and you can chant the mantra, and then also you can give blessing to mantra to Purva. Yeah. So you don't have to hold all the time. Just sometimes you can hold.
Thank you.
Yeah. Even you don't have, it's okay. Okay, thanks everyone. So now we finish it, right? See you
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you, Kamba.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for teaching.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you.